man. Saturday on Sunday, we're gonna make it through. Speak out, yeah. It's a Saturday on Sunday.
And welcome to Saturday on Sunday. I'm your mage, Steven.
I'm your necromancer, Twan.
And I'm your shopkeeper, Jake. I'm not part of it.
Perfect.
Well,
For those of you who haven't played D&D, you're a shopkeeper.
so, how's everybody doing today?
Like the same as every time, like shit.
Wait.
I'm doing pretty good. I was off today, so
I wish.
I'm slightly rested.
I wish I got off today.
Well, I called off yesterday, and I was off today, so I'm doing all right.
That's the way you do it. There's a gnat.
Well,
Fuck
don't
that
smack
gnat.
it to me, man.
Yeah, we don't.
I don't need no gnat over here. I don't need none of that.
None of that.
None of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been terrible.
Yeah.
Your life slowly falling apart into the dark abyss of nothingness.
Yeah.
Fun times.
That's gruesome and dark,
Woo!
and wicked.
I
But
mean-
I am the necromancer, so I fuck with the dead. So
Just, don't stare in the void too long.
As long as you don't fuck the dead, you can fuck with the dead. Just don't fuck the dead.
yeah, try
That's a
not
different
to.
classification.
Right. That's a different necro.
There's a different ending to that. I do my best to stay away from that. But,
Yeah.
but other than that, I, mean,
I do my best. I wouldn't do that 2 times.
I wouldn't do it twice.
Oh, my.
Speaking of the dead,
Raping the dead. First, right off the bat. Welcome to episode 9 of the Saturday on Sunday podcast.
if this is the first episode you ever seen, it only gets weirder from here. So,
Right.
speaking of the dead, I just watched like this video of people like doing those like taxidermy like
Yeah.
funerals where like they
Okay.
get themselves like formaldehyded and like they're sitting in a chair or on a motorcycle or something like that.
That's weird.
Yeah, like it's super weird.
Like, I don't know. You have to be a certain kind of person to taxiderm a human.
I mean,
Is that the term?
Sure.
but like I was like that'd be pretty dope. Like
Yeah.
I would just be off into the corner, like sitting by myself, like
Right.
all alone, doing.
I wanted to have like the ukulele in my hand,
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that guy just fucking, he died as he lived, just fucking around.
Can they make me like a marionette and make me do like a badass drum solo?
Right.
But, like,
Yeah, but
rigor
the-
mortis?
Then you have to have somebody who's a badass marionette drummer because
Right.
it'd be
That's
really
true.
hard.
That's,
Yeah.
that's a tall order.
I mean, how do they do it on Chuck E. Cheese,
like this.
But like,
with a backing track?
I feel like your arms would have to be detached to do all that. So you'd
I
have
don't
like,
care. I'm dead.
I guess so.
Yeah, I've always said like when I die, I said I told my wife and my family and all that. I said do not waste money on like some elaborate casket and all that. Like, yo, you can literally like obviously you got to cremate me because that's what they want you to do. Like you can't just like. But I was like, you can literally just have me cremated and like yeet me into the dumpster because I don't care.
But wouldn't it be cooler if they got somebody to taxiderm your body?
And like I was just chilling at like in this chair all the time.
But you got to
There you
be
go.
in like a b-boy
Saturday on
stand.
Sunday, we'll live on.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like we're continuing the show, and you're just there like,
Eyes wide. Oh,
why does it have to look right at me?
Jake's girlfriend's already like terrified of the basement. So like if there's a dead person there all the time,
Just ignore him.
Right.
yeah, just rush past them real quick. He's fine. I'm just like sitting here all the time.
It's like
Just go do laundry.
my
He's just gonna
co-host
watch.
is starting to smell. We gotta re-lacquer him.
That
He
would
might
be
be a
cool
little
because
bit more glossy next episode.
when you brought other people down, like you would just be like, "Hey, what's up, man?" and go, and then they would also be like, "Hey, what's up?" and like eventually go, "Man, that guy hasn't moved at all." And you're like, "Oh no, he died like 2 years ago."
right.
What's up with that guy? He never responds.
Right.
He's always wearing the same thing.
Oh, he's dead.
He died like 2 years ago. It's fine.
Does Twan hate me?
No, he died.
No, he died.
So keep my body. It's cool. But like, I'm okay with being chucked into a dumpster as well. Like, I'm
Right.
okay with that. I'm dead.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like once somebody's cremated, then you just have a container of their ashes. I mean, I guess it holds some sentimental value because that's the remains of, your loved one.
But it's just
just like-
weird. Like,
Right.
because it's not just like, it's like we split up my dad.
Yeah.
His ashes are like all the kids got some of them, and then his mother, my grandmommy,
Yeah.
Oh.
she got some too. But like, it's just like a small amount of like, I opened it and I looked at it because I was curious. I've never
Right.
seen like
Yeah.
human remains that have been scorched before. So
Right.
like, I opened it and I looked and I'm like, that's weird.
Right.
Closed it back up.
It's like that could be the ashes of anything.
And then, like, to explain to your kid, you're like, what is that? And you're like, oh, that's Papa Tony. And
Right.
he goes, he was really small.
Right.
Like, well, he used to be a lot bigger.
Like, have you ever seen that movie, The Borrowers? Yeah, he was about that.
The crazy thing is like, my son, being 5 years old, he doesn't really understand death and all that
Yeah.
other stuff. So, like, he had seen pictures of my dad with hair.
Oh, okay.
And then he had seen pictures of him bald because he had cancer and he went bald. And
Yeah.
he had seen pictures of my dad bald right before his death.
Right.
And he said, so he died because he went bald. And then I'm like, oh, man, no, that's not how it worked. And he
Right.
goes, yeah. And he was like, and you're going bald now, too. And I'm like, oh,
no.
He was like,
damn it.
when you lose your hair, you're going to die. And I'm like, I hope not.
Right. Well, hopefully it's in that order that, I lose my hair and I die. I
Not
don't
die,
think-
then lose my hair.
Right.
No, but I was just like, I wasn't like, whatever, he said I was going to die when I lost all my hair. I was really
Right.
just upset at the fact that he noticed that my hair is thinning out.
Right. It's like, thanks.
Kids are brutal.
Kids
I'm
will
like-
say the darndest things.
I'm like, you son of a bitch.
If TV has ever taught me anything.
I love you, but fuck you.
Right.
My daughter the other day, I'm sleeping, and she wakes me up, smacking my face. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. So I finally opened it, and she's doing this. Like, and she's just, like, full on, like, holding her middle finger at me, just, like, crazy, and she's laughing and holding it there.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah.
like, what the fuck? So I thought she learned what that was. I was like, I don't flip a whole bunch of people off around her. Like, I'm not just,
Right.
like, but I tried to get her to do it again. Corona.
On 'em.
I tried to get her to do it again, and she couldn't. Like, she was putting up, like, random fingers, so she couldn't reenact what she had done, so I knew she
Right.
didn't really know what she was doing.
Yeah.
But it was just funny. She's, like, smacking me in the face, waking me up at 7 o'clock in the morning. And
It's
she's
like
just
a
like,
double fuck you.
Haha, fuck you, Dad.
and then she just
Wake
runs
the
off.
fuck up.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Kids are so cool.
Right. I mean,
Still, like, I'll let you borrow one
yeah.
if you want.
Yeah, that's only for child labor. I gotta get some sneakers
I was
made.
gonna say, are you making shoes?
Right.
Clothing? They can start making our merchandise.
Right. Yeah, I need to get some of that shit done. So.
Yeah. Speaking of that, anybody who messaged me for a sticker, it's coming soon. I'll get it to you. Working on all that. These two don't even have stickers yet.
Right.
No.
So, like,
I'll kill
more people outside of the show have stickers on their car now than the people in the show.
Right. I mean, it's because Anthony forgets at least one thing.
One thing every
time he comes.
episode. Every episode, I forget something.
Don't feel bad,
it
me
wasn't.
too, and I live here.
But this time, it wasn't the memory card.
Yeah.
Like, that's vital important.
Right. At least it wasn't anything that it's gonna stop this.
We also have a winner for the Bic lighters that are on display here. John Coulter, he won those lighters because he answered the question on our trivia nonsense, and he got it right. So these will be coming your way really soon. So look forward to that. We're going to throw them through your window
Right.
individually at random days, at random times. It's going to be awesome
Right. So don't replace your window too quick, because
because there's another one coming.
right. Or replace the one with like plexiglass.
But then it
But-
bounce off. You never know where it's going.
Well, at least you don't have to replace another window. But who knows? We might just choose a different window and throw it through that window.
I thought that was the plan.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we should threaten our audience more.
Yeah.
It's effective.
It got somebody to answer the question, so
Right.
It's sex and violence that sells, right?
sex and violence.
Right.
Or
I mean,
was it sex and candy?
I
can't
smell
remember.
sex and candy
In
here.
here.
I see. For the longest time, I thought he was saying, "I smell sex and candied yams,"
I mean, delicious.
and I was
Was the song released like
It was a
late November?
Thanksgiving.
I thought he was just sitting there, and he was like, "Man, I really smell sex and candied yams."
Sex
So that
and
would
candy
mean
yams.
He was at a Thanksgiving dinner
Yeah.
and smelled his mother making candied yams, and then smelled somebody having sex.
Oh yeah.
And that's not good.
Some
Hopefully
people are
they
turned
weren't-
on by turkeys.
I mean, it's I got the itis, and the only cure is to fuck.
More cowbell. Oh, that's not it.
I mean, if you
Yeah, I
have
mean
a cowbell,
you can do cowbell and fuck.
yeah, I mean, to the rhythm.
I'm not that
You set your
coordinated.
rhythm,
Like this.
and that's why you need to be a drummer.
That's
Right.
see, girls don't understand. That's why I have a metronome on my nightstand.
Right.
It helps me out.
For me, not being a drummer, I have an awful lot of drums at my house or apartment.
Yeah,
I think you have more drums than I do,
Yeah.
and I'm actually a drummer.
and
Crazy.
actually a drummer.
I'm an drummer.
But I mean, it's not like a drum kit. I can only play one of the drums at a time, unless
I mean,
I guess I could
play
turn it
only
into
one
a
drum
kit.
at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all After Effects. Come on,
Everything
you
else
fix
is
everything
edited.
in studio,
Everything's
Right.
fixed in post.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Even what we're talking about.
Right.
All
I
this,
mean,
like-
all this is edited, so you guys don't hear the bad stuff. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We leave it all in for your entertainment.
For your entertainment pleasure.
I mean,
Hopefully,
people ask me, it's like, what do you guys talk about? Fucking entertaining shit.
Yeah. And sometimes not even entertaining shit.
Sometimes it gets boring as fuck.
Yeah, some people are probably listening to this shit and they're like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? And then an hour into it, they're like, God damn it, I listened to that whole thing.
I didn't learn
Gotcha.
any new information.
Yeah.
They said it was going to be entertaining.
they
I was
spoiled like
not
3
entertained.
movies that came
Yeah.
out 30 years ago.
What did I just watch this weekend? What can we ruin?
Have you guys seen the movie Freaks? Or Freaks? I think it's just Freaks.
I don't know.
It's kind of like a people have mutant powers and like they're trying to get wiped out by like the normal people, and it's like outlawed to be a freak.
What's that on?
It's on I think it was on Netflix.
Netflix? I
Yeah.
just watched Project Power.
Was it
Okay,
good?
I was
Yeah, that was
wanting to
good.
watch
I
that
haven't
I
one.
watched
liked it.
It was
I
good.
really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's based on like a drug that you take that gives you fucking superpowers.
Yeah, it looked
Right.
good.
So it's pretty dope.
I just want to know where that drug is at.
Right?
I have 3 at my house right now.
oh shit!
Like, that'd be
shit.
super dope.
Next episode.
You want
Right.
to go on a rampage?
But what sucks is you don't know what power you're gonna get.
I mean, we gotta.
But
figure
once
it
you
out.
know what power you're gonna get, then you know. Like,
So it's the same every time.
yeah, because what it does is it just brings out the power you normally would have in your DNA that your DNA doesn't allow you to have.
Oh, okay.
It just activates that.
Yeah.
Well, some people just OD and die.
Yeah.
So like you pop the pill and just explode.
Oh, okay.
And that's
Fun.
it. But like some people have like firepower and some people have super strength. Some people have like it's all different. Like
Right. So we gotta take it first, figure out what our power is, and then go on a crime spree.
yeah, because you might just blow up and that's it.
Yeah.
But it's very informational because I
Yeah.
learned about the pistol shrimp.
The pistol shrimp.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew about that.
Yeah,
That thing's
I've never heard of
ridiculous.
it. But one of the guys, like, because all the powers derive from animals,
Yeah.
and the one dude, his power derives from the pistol shrimp.
Oh, so it's just like
he's like
fucking.
he's like quick, explosive, like his power is so quick and explosive that it incinerates everybody and everything around him.
Oh,
It's pretty
okay.
dope.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that, like, so I looked up the pistol shrimp,
Oh,
and I was
right.
like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah,
that
it
thing's
makes like
badass.
a sonic boom and
Yeah,
fucking
like,
kills
he
shit.
can close his claw at 100 kilometers an hour.
Right.
And it's
And
so quick
It
that
makes
it's
an
so
air
hot.
bubble in like fucking super dense.
Yeah, because it like vaporizes all the water around it,
Right.
and it's so hot that it's like 8,000 degrees hotter than the surface of the sun.
Oh yeah.
Like at that point when he snaps this, I'm like, that's insane.
so that
Right?
magnified to a person's
Yeah.
size is like, I'm gonna destroy
Ouch.
your shit.
Yeah.
I'm
so-
gonna take out this whole block real
I was like,
quick.
my superpower would probably be super shitty.
Right.
Like, hey, you can melt whenever you want.
Or like because
Right.
their power only lasts 5 minutes at a time. Like the
Oh.
pill only gives you 5 minutes.
Man, can I get the
So like
fucking
mine would probably be
max
like
dose?
my power would be like, oh, you can metabolize food a lot faster.
Right.
And I'd be like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
Right.
Eating
Like in
competitions.
but for 5 minutes, like that's what I'm able to do is eat without getting fat. Solid. Like,
I mean, hey, that's
I'll
the
take
great
it.
diet.
yeah, but that would be fucking like it'd be whack in the world of powers. Like
It's like this dude's flying. This guy's throwing fire out of his fingertips.
This guy's just eating.
I'm just eating
random
all these
shit.
fucking donuts, man.
I only eat when I take the pill because that's what. Other than that, they're like, "How do you have that and you're still fat?" And I'm like, "Well, I eat outside of taking the drug."
Right. It metabolizes so fast. It's like I just didn't need it. Now I'm still fucking hungry.
Yeah, that'd be terrible.
I'm gonna keep adding to this pyramid as I go.
Nice.
Yeah, but like
Goals.
eventually it'll just cover you entirely. Like there'll
Well,
be a wall.
I'll move it.
There'll be a wall right in front of you.
He'll just crash through it on the next episode.
Oh yeah!
Sip time.
Is that a TM?
Yeah, but that Freaks movie, it's just like, this guy is protecting his daughter because his daughter is like a second generation freak, and they're like more powerful than like their parents. So since she's the daughter of two freaks,
She's like super
she got
freak.
she's super freaky.
Super freak out.
But like her grandpa's a freak too, so she's like third generation
Yeah,
freak.
he's
Well,
old
shit.
and freaky.
But it's basically, you know, the trials and tribulations of being a freak in 2020.
I'm a freak,
Hey.
but I don't have superpowers. I'm just
Right.
a freak in general.
Yeah.
The last movie I watched had nothing to do with superpowers. I rewatched John Wick.
Okay, that's a superpower.
That's essentially
itself.
a superpower.
I mean,
yeah.
right? He's badass. But,
Right?
But I had to fast forward, the killing the dog scene because I didn't want Sarah to cry.
Oh man, she does like you. So like,
you can't
I Am
hurt
Legend,
a
you
puppy.
gotta skip it?
No, yeah, like you can't hurt a dog. Like dogs are her weakness.
Yeah.
I mean, mine too, but
But I can watch.
but I can
in
watch
a
a dog
movie.
die.
well, I mean,
Oh no. I was just listening to a thing earlier.
I know it's not
like
real.
any of those like dog movies where it's like Marley and Me,
Oh,
or
yeah,
it's
like-
like the dog's gonna die at the end. Before
Yeah.
going in, you know that
yeah,
the
you
dog's
know
gonna
the dog's
die.
gonna die.
See, but she's
It's like
also
I don't want to watch
like,
any of that shit.
She didn't have many pets growing up,
Yeah.
so she's not used to like losing a pet. Like
Oh,
it's gonna
right.
happen. It's gonna suck. But
Right.
It's gonna happen.
I know I think about that all the time with my dog, and I'm like, dude,
Oh,
you
I do
can't
too.
die.
Yeah,
It sucks, but it's
But-
gonna happen.
I lost.
Yeah.
a-
Me and you both know. Like
Right.
we've lost how many pets?
I lost
I
a
don't
pet
know.
once.
Yeah.
Like still to this day, I have no idea where he went.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I put him in this
That's probably
pocket.
good.
I washed those jeans, and he was gone.
my mom said he went to a farm.
Yeah.
Farms are fun.
I don't know. We've
If you're
had
into
dogs.
farms-
He writes me emails.
It's like sometimes they die in the most horrible ways, and it's just like that's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother's dog got hit by a car one time,
Yeah.
and like, it wasn't my brother's dog. It was a dog that followed my brother. Like,
Oh, okay.
so it wasn't his dog. But it got hit by a car. The car hit him, took off.
Yeah.
So we went to like an emergency vet,
Right.
and they were just essentially like, "Yo, he's not gonna make it. Like,
Right.
he couldn't move or anything." So that was upsetting. And they were like, "But we can put him down," and told us how much it was. We were kids at the time, like we were young.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Holy shit! Like we don't have that kind of money." So we asked our parents, and my parents were like, "We don't have that kind of money. That's not even our dog. Like we
Right.
don't even know that dog." So essentially, we had to just take this dog home and just lay with it all night until it just died.
No.
Like that sucked.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah." That's not a
Speaking
good
of
thing.
dogs, I'm sure you guys can hear the dogs barking in the background.
They're upset that we're talking about
nuts.
them.
Who let the dogs out?
Who?
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 I started a who.
These are the questions we need answered.
I don't even know.
That song's about ugly girls.
That's
funny.
Like we keep relaying back to certain things, like who let the dogs out.
It's never gonna go away. Like
I mean,
What, the dogs barking? No,
No.
it won't.
the
the
party
song.
keeps thumping.
Oh,
Yeah.
that song? No.
Oh.
it's gonna be there. I love how like we got this message string LED lights and it's still sitting on the table. We're gonna set it up eventually.
Right.
Right now.
As soon as we get the background,
You guys had that live
figured
stream.
out.
We had a rough couple weeks. We haven't been together
Right.
to set stuff
Yeah,
up.
so it's been a little like we finally got together. I mean, we did our live stream, and
Yeah.
thanks to everybody who watched that. But we
I
are
didn't.
gonna do a Jake didn't bleeper.
What a fucking bleep.
We're gonna redo the background here with a certain something, to just like a backdrop all the way across the back. So you guys should comment on this video and tell us what you want to see in the backdrop. Like what what pattern, what color, what do you want to see in the backdrop? Comment right here, like in this area, wherever the clicky thing is.
Do it right on the table.
Yeah, right under the table.
put it under the table, and we'll say cool or
You suck at ideas.
Then we'll compile it all together and put out a questionnaire and see,
Yeah, we'll put something back there. We can't do green because then you won't see the top of your hair.
I'd say,
Right.
The top of your head
I'd
will
say
blend in.
we could do like mail in your votes, but they're taking all those.
right.
Yeah, we're not doing mail-in voting.
Yeah.
It's voting in person. We're gonna have polls in person.
Right. Drop boxes. What are those?
Right.
Take them all.
I just got the thing in the mail for voting
Yeah.
the absentee ballot or whatever.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know why you guys send me this every year. Like, I go in, I don't mail in my vote. They're like, but Corona, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm not sending this in. Like,
Oh yeah.
they're like, voting's not that important though, so you can just mail it in. Like, you guys lose stupid shit. So
yeah.
like, no, thank you.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
It's like I got this beat up magazine in a plastic bag since you guys shredded it up. Do I trust my fucking vote?
Yeah, sorry. That's not good. And then I gotta pay for a stamp or something.
Right.
I don't know. I just bought a sleeve of stamps. I don't know what to do with them because I don't need them anymore. But now I have a bunch of stamps.
I actually just ran out of stamps, so
Hey, you can have these ones. 'Cause I bought them because I needed them, and now I don't need them, and I just have stamps. And I'm like, fuck am I gonna do with these? Like,
I don't remember. The
Mail
last
our
time I
fan
bought it.
stuff?
still important.
no.
Mail your fans the lighters.
Yeah, I should
Yeah.
do that. But you guys can mail us stuff. That'd be dope.
Right. We don't have a P.O. box or anything yet, but
Yeah, so
We'll figure that
one
out.
of these days.
one of
Just
these
start
days.
mailing stuff to random addresses. You might get lucky.
Yeah, mail a bunch of gifts and stuff, random stuff to random addresses.
Right.
And maybe one of them will be our house.
If we do get it, we'll unbox it here on the podcast.
What the fuck is this? How'd you
Oh,
figure it
no.
out?
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know,
The only-
anthrax.
The only thing is, like, a decent amount of people that watch this either know where, like, they know where one of us lives.
Yeah.
You know, like, because a lot of the people who are watching this right now, who are subscribed to us, know at least one of us.
Right.
Right.
So that might not work out as
Yeah.
randomly because they know where one of us lives.
Right.
And mostly Steven, because I keep putting his address on everything.
So if
I
you-
should. Email me your address and I'll send you a fucking sticker. And that'll be fucking dope. You can put it on your car, film yourself putting it on your car, and we'll give you a thumbs up and a like and a share and a follow
We'll
and
pin
all
it
that
to the
stuff.
top.
Appreciation.
Appreciation.
And that email address is SaturdayonSundayPodcast @gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Or you can just slide into our DMs on any social media.
Yeah, slide into
Slide
the Saturday on Sunday Facebook, Instagram, slide into our personal DMs.
Check us out on Reddit because that gets no traffic.
Yeah.
It does not.
I still have yet to even enter Reddit at all.
Yeah.
It's a
Like-
trap.
Like, I want to,
It's a trap.
and I've been thinking about it,
Yeah.
but, like, I haven't yet.
Like,
So,
if you like Instagram, but you're sick of all the random ass shit, then get on Reddit and you'll find all the random ass shit that you want to find. Like,
and stuff you don't want to find.
now,
like
and so,
butt Sharpies.
but all the stuff on that app,
Jake, you know about butt Sharpies?
I've heard of butt Sharpies.
but all the stuff on that app is stuff
I've been
that
on
I've
Reddit.
already read, right?
Oh, yeah, you've already
Read
you
it.
already know. You already
read it.
I've already read it.
I mean, once you read it, though.
Oh.
But
So
did you read it?
So is it read it or is it Reddit?
I mean,
Reddit.
Reddit. Is this a who's on first situation we got going on here?
You know what
He's
I
like,
just
I feel
realized?
attacked.
It has nothing to do with anything, but you didn't turn on the main light.
I did not. Because
We're going house lights tonight.
Yeah, we're on
House
house
lights.
lights. This is like episode 1 shit right now.
Right.
But different audio because
yeah,
we
different
got better
audio.
mics and
We did get better
I
mics,
pretend
but I
to
didn't.
know what I'm doing.
I have studio lighting that I didn't turn on. I didn't turn on the sign. I'm not doing very well today, apparently. And to our audio-only listeners, which don't exist right now because we're only on YouTube, but some people don't watch the video while they do that, but they
Yeah.
don't even know that I didn't turn on the lights.
Right.
So, I'm okay.
So fuck the visual people.
Yeah, fuck all the people who watch us to see what we look like. Anyways, if you think I'm cute, slide into my DMs and let me know. My self-esteem is terrible.
Woo!
So,
Just tell us how pretty we are. We just don't hear it.
yeah, free sticker to anybody who tells me I'm cute because I'm really sad and I think I'm super ugly. Everybody's like, man, he's desperate.
Just tell me this green hair looks good, and then I'm pulling it off.
Yeah, my pink flamingo shirt, if you guys like that.
I
Then
dig
I'd
that.
like this.
I dig that shirt.
Yeah, I've gotten
You'll be
quite a
creeping
few
up the
compliments on it
shoreline.
now since it's been debuted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and my wife. So
Hey, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
that's 3 out of the 3 people have seen it so far.
I mean, that is a dope shirt.
Found it at JCPenney, not a sponsor.
Why not? They're not going under or anything.
Well, the one on Canton Road was going out of sale,
Yeah.
going out of business. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I told my wife, I said, she wanted to go in there one day. I said, don't go in there. They've been going out of business for a fat ass minute. I said, now it's just all the fucking trash that nobody wants that they're trying to sell,
Right.
as cheap as possible. Well,
You're like, I kind of
I
like
haven't-
this trash.
I happened to go in there and find out that they had like a slew of fucking Hawaiian shirts for
Oh, hell
cheap
yeah.
as fuck. So I was like, oh,
Right.
maybe we should have went in there.
Right.
So that's where I got this one.
It's like, because tacky looks good on me.
Yeah, I love it. It's my thing now.
Yeah.
So
I wish
it's
I
good
could
to
pull
have
it
a
off.
thing. Green hair is my thing now. I've decided.
I re-bleached
I don't
my
have
hair.
a thing.
I can't.
Jake, you have a fucking
I
hobo
re-bleached
beard.
it. So I have
Is it a
new.
hobo beard?
No, it's looking good.
I have new
I
bleach.
try to make it look good.
It's a little
So it's
boxy at the
brighter.
bottom.
You see it? It's brighter.
It does look
Yeah.
brighter.
But I'm covering it with a hat today.
Is that how you put on a hat?
Fucking, I don't know.
That's how I put on a hat when I have fucking headphones I'm trying to balance on.
Yeah.
That whole time that I was just like talking about my hair, I don't even know if I could, like, if I was sounding good in the mic because my headphones weren't even on.
We weren't
Well,
paying attention.
So,
You know, it is what it is.
yeah, I don't care. I don't care if you guys can't hear me.
I mean, you're Tiger Woods in it today with that Nike
I
hat.
was going for a golfer in Hawaii look,
Nice.
but I'm still wearing my bright pink ass fucking shoes.
I mean, hey.
Which I
it goes
get
with the
compliments
shirt.
on all the time. Like
Yeah.
every time I go out, people are like, "Yo, sick shoes," or "Hey, you look like a fucking idiot," and I hate you. So
I mean,
either way,
as long
I
as
love
it's a
it.
balance of both.
Yeah,
Nice highs and lows.
you should see it. Like the dudes that like get out of big trucks with their cowboy boots will just fucking stare at them,
Right.
and I'm like, "You think I'm cute?"
They want them.
Yeah.
They want
They're
them.
They're like, "Man, I wish I had enough like, you know."
Security. in
Yeah,
myself.
security in myself to wear bright pink fucking shoes.
I mean, I kind of have that desire to have bright colored shoes, but then I'm like, I'm not going to buy these bright colored shoes because anything that I wear them with, because I wear a lot of like nature, neutral colors, like it'll just clash too bad.
Bright pink shoes, bright any color shoes, just go with everything.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, fuck it. I don't.
They're just like
Doesn't matter what you're wearing.
essentially, like my bright shoes are just to purely be like, look at me,
Right.
I'm here.
Yeah.
This is me.
That's why I have green hair now.
Yeah, notice me.
And big holes.
I just want people to notice that I'm in the same room as them. That's it.
I don't want people to notice me. I don't care.
I mean, I want you to notice when I'm not around.
Yeah.
Eh.
You're so fucking special. And I'm a creep. That was funny, guys. Laugh at that.
That went a weird way. I don't know how I feel now. My shorts are shorter than normal. I feel a little insecure about it.
Nobody can see that.
That's good.
Not one person here can see that.
Keep talking about your short shorts. Come
To be
on.
honest, right now, even Jake and I can't see that.
Right.
Like, you're completely hidden from the
I
world,
can
my
barely
friend.
see what shirt you're wearing.
Oh, man.
I'm only talking about it because my legs are cold now. We keep it
Well,
frozen.
I
in
told
here.
you that I
Well.
didn't turn off the air conditioner.
Well, my fingers are numb and
Well,
my thighs are cold.
get better circulation.
You know what I still didn't get? Somebody didn't tell me what time it was.
Tell you what time it was.
Like the countdown thing. Like how long we've been doing this thing.
Oh, we still got like a half an hour.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I figured we
32
had more
minutes.
time, but like I said this last time that I don't have, I'm the only one that doesn't have like,
Well, why didn't
Something.
you wear a wristwatch?
I don't know, which is crazy because I have like 30 watches.
I don't know.
I have 2 watches that both need batteries.
I mean, I have plenty of watches.
Remember when I said I can only have one drink today?
Yeah.
Vaguely.
Yeah.
I've only had a few.
I was like, fuck it. I might as well.
Only
have
one
another
or 6.
Because I still got to go to that stuff we talked about earlier.
I remember that.
You guys don't know what I was talking about, but
I don't have to go anywhere
I'm going to
besides
say
like
this.
my
I'm
bed.
going to tell everybody because they don't know what we're talking about and the reason why. I put a felony in my wife's car and she has no idea it's there.
Gotta go pick up that felony.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was a
I just-
terrible choice.
I hate when I leave a felony in the car.
Yeah, so I got to go pick it up. So I'm not supposed to be drinking so that I can go pick it up so that my wife doesn't go to prison.
Right.
Babe, if you see this and you're in prison, you won't see this. I don't know why I would say that. But when you see this when you get out of prison, I'm super sorry I did that to you.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I only have misdemeanors in my car. Usually, is the worst about it.
well, what's cool now is like most like drug paraphernalia, like related to weed or weed-like stuff, is like nothing now.
Right.
Like back in the day, it was like, oh my god, this dude has a gram of marijuana on him.
He's going to jail for years.
You're a drug addict. You know,
It's
and
like-
now it's just like, you have weed? Dude, get the fuck out of my face with that shit. Go. We're looking for fucking fentanyl.
Right.
Get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of that weird, like, drug nonsense, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So yesterday, I was at my house, and I was just enjoying my perfect day with my children. My wife was at work.
Oh, yeah.
And my son comes up to me, and he says, Dad, there's somebody sitting on the front porch.
Fun times.
And I was like, what? And he was like, there's somebody sitting on the front porch.
It was one of those damn zombies, wasn't
Yeah, it was one of those Rubber City crack
Fucking
zombies.
zombies.
Because I like look out my window and sure as shit, there was a guy just sitting on my front porch. Insert picture here. So I look out and I'm like, what the fuck? Well, he had dumped out my like where we have our ashtray, like our cigarette butts. He had dumped this out and was just smoking all the half cigarettes we had. So I like step outside with like a ninja stance, and I'm like, "Can I help you?" And he's like, "No, I'm just waiting on a ride." I was like,
crack zombies do.
Right.
Um,
you ain't got no crack in there,
I was
dude.
like, but like this is my front porch, where like, you know, I live and I pay bills. So like, I didn't know what to do. Like, do I like shoo him off? Like, Go on now, get.
Right.
Or like,
You gotta
what
get
do I
a
do?
broom
Like, I
out
have
and whack him with the broom.
I have no idea how
Right.
crazy this dude is. So, like, I have
Right.
no idea, like, anything about him. So, he's got a couple hospital bracelets on. His face is all swollen. Hands are all swollen. Like, looks crazy as fuck. Looks like
yeah.
he just got his, like, ass beat by a fucking pterodactyl or something. So, I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Right, that guy has no idea
Yeah.
where he's at right now.
He has no idea.
Right.
Like, so I'm like, so you're just waiting on a ride? Like, does your ride know you're here? Or, like, are you just
Like,
assuming you're somewhere else?
Did you give him a specific address and
Right.
was
Or-
it mine?
Yeah,
Right,
like,
don't be telling randos my
do you know where you're at? Like, or what's happening?
Oh,
or,
yeah.
like, what state this is? What year it is? Like, did you just escape from the hospital? Should you be back there? Should I call the hospital?
Right.
Like, I don't know what's happening. So, like, I just stand behind him, like, you know, a few feet away, 6 feet because of social distancing.
Oh, right.
And,
You
you know,
gotta
he
be
just,
good.
like,
Was he wearing a mask?
he wasn't, but, like, and he just, like, he had hospital bracelets, so I don't know if he was there for
Oh,
Corona,
right.
but he had a fall risk bracelet on, so, like, I don't think he was supposed to be walking anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
But, like,
That's
I
why he picked your porch. It was close.
Yeah,
He didn't wanna fall.
I seriously didn't know what I was supposed to do, so I just like sat there and I like waited behind him, like, and he just kept picking up the cigarette butts and smoking them, and picking up the cigarette butts and smoking. And I'm like, literally, with all this stuff going on, you're picking up cigarette butts from people you don't know, and you're smoking them. But I was like,
Right.
at this point, with what's going on in your life, Corona's probably the least of your fucking worries.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably hoping to get corona.
So shortly after that, like, I'm sitting there for like 10 minutes, and
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, at this point, I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like,
Right.
really, I was like, I don't fucking know. This guy's just gonna hang out here. Well, then his fucking a car pulls up at the time, and they yell his name. I'm assuming because he answers to it,
Right.
and it's like an older woman.
Yeah.
And then she comes up to me, and she's like, "Hey, thank you for like letting my son sit with you. Like, I've been looking for him all day. I've been driving around Akron," and I was like, "I don't know that guy." Like, I have no. And she's like, "Oh, he said he was sitting outside of a friend's house," and I was like, "Never seen this guy in my life.
Right.
I'm only standing out here because there's a weird dude sitting on my front porch." And she was like, "Well, thank you. Like, he's been battling a bunch of shit." And I'm like, "Cool, whatever." Like, I wasn't gonna come out and just like beat him with a fucking baseball bat. He was just smoking my cigarette butts, so
Yeah.
whatever. But like, really weird. Like,
Right.
but she was like, "Thank you so much. Like, I appreciate it." And I'm like, I didn't do shit because I don't know that guy. Like,
Right.
Yeah, fucking
I
fuck
said,
off.
I get it. Like, he's probably going through a lot, but you should tell him not to just approach everybody's front porch like it's
Right.
just free to sit on. Like, because some people would have reacted a lot differently.
Right.
Like, they would have been like, "Yo, who is this dude?" And like went out fucking like irate and crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, this dude's. He's got holes in his fucking sweatpants, not wearing underwear. So I'm like, this dude's obviously
He's had a hard
on
time.
some other level of his life's not going so well. So, whatever. Have a seat. Sit down. Smoke my cigarette butts. Whatever. There's half a
don't
beer
approach
that's been
the
sitting out
house.
all night. You can have it. But, like, I have my children in the house. So,
Right.
like, it is weird because, like, I have my children in the house. So,
Yeah.
like,
Right, you want to
you
make
still
sure
gotta
they're
be
safe.
cautious. Like, I don't know you. This dude can fucking lose his mind at any moment. And,
Oh, yeah.
But it was just weird because his mom was like, "Thank you for being a good friend." I was like, I don't know that guy.
Right.
I have no idea who
I'm
that
not a
is.
friend at all.
It's
I
like
just
if
want
he's
him
in
to
more
leave.
shit, don't stop here because he's probably not here.
I'm like, "Bye, Todd." And she's like, "His name's Jeff." Bye, Jeff. I don't know that guy.
Jeff.
So if you're watching this and you were the guy sitting on my porch, hope everything's going good for you.
Right.
I would be very surprised if you're watching this.
He's like, "Oh yeah, just found your fucking shit because of the sticker you had on your car."
right. I looked that shit
I'll
up.
pay
on-
attention while I steal your cigarette butts.
Right.
I wish you would have taken
come
him
back
with
to
him.
her house, and I'm using her computer and watching you right now.
Thanks a lot, Jeff.
Right. I mean, he's probably our newest subscriber. Who knows?
Yeah, nobody knows. Speaking of that, tell your friends to subscribe to us because we need more subscribers.
More and
We
more.
do.
If we get 1,000 subscribers, I'm getting a face tattoo. Like, I don't know if you guys, like, it's been a while since we
you
talked
remember
about
that?
that.
Right.
I remember that.
It's been a while since we talked about it, so just know when we get 1,000 subscribers, I'm getting a. Like, I
Right.
thought about it, and like, our 1,000 subscriber is like, we can see who subscribes, but like, will we know when there are 1,000
Like,
subscribers?
who is our 1,000?
Yeah, like, will we know that? Should we do it on the 1,000? Like,
mean,
whoever is, or should we just?
on your like promise little video we have? We did specify screenshot. Prove you're 1,000.
Right.
Yeah. So
So yeah, if it's
there-
at
there's
999,
gonna be some proof.
you gotta.
We
Yeah.
gotta have proof.
because I was thinking about it, and I'm like, well, that's not fair to all the people who have been subscribed before the 1,000.
Right.
So what I was thinking about is altering the whole deal altogether.
Yeah.
Still getting the face tattoo, but once we hit 1,000, then all of our subscribers go into a drawing, and one of them gets picked, and
Oh,
that's
okay.
the one I get the tattoo of.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's not fair to, like, so what I'm saying to the day one people who have been subscribed since day one is, fuck you, you guys have no chance.
Right.
So, like, maybe that's why nobody's subscribing, is because they want to be that 1,000th one, so they're waiting. So now, that's what we'll redo it as. We'll get 1,000.
Yeah.
Everybody who is subscribed will go into a drawing. Whoever wins that drawing is getting tatted on my face.
Okay.
So,
I
that's
mean,
what it is.
There is that still 100 subscriber
Mullet.
mullet.
Yeah.
I-
So,
I've been wanting to cut my hair, but I've been letting it grow for this.
Yeah.
yeah, so
So-
we only need 48.
Not even.
48,
I think it's.
49-ish.
I think
No,
we're
like-
52 right now.
We have 53.
53?
53.
I didn't
I
know
haven't
that.
checked
Thank
it.
you
We
to the
got 40.
53rd.
Hey,
But
but
yeah,
we're getting
47
there.
is not that much.
we're trying to
more.
get 100 right now. So
I'm
forget
letting my
the
hair grow
1,000.
out.
Forget the 1,000 face tattoo one. We're trying to get to 100. Get us
I'll-
to 100 and that'll be fucking
And
dope.
your drummer will get a mullet.
I mean, it's mullet time.
Also,
People-
we had just talked about the lighters were won already.
Yeah.
They are gone and on their way to the new home. By the time you see this, they're still right there. But
Yeah.
so we need a new contest,
Right.
and the winner of that contest will get a Saturday on Sunday T-shirt in whatever size they want.
There
So
you go.
now we just got to come up with a new contest thing, and I'm just gonna leave that up to Steven because he came up with the last one and it was pretty clever, and I came
Well,
up
I
with some
ruined
stupid
the last
shit.
contest you were trying to set up. So
Yeah, but that's because I was too high to say anything legible.
I mean, I don't know. I still feel like people haven't figured out the secret hater in the beginning of which episode was it? I don't even remember.
I don't remember
I don't
either.
remember either.
None of us remember. We don't remember our episodes.
Fuck, we don't
So-
keep track of this shit. We just do it.
So if you can find the episode where there's a mysterious hater in the first 10 seconds of the episode,
It's pre-intro, right?
right, it's pre-intro.
Yeah, so it's pre-intro.
all you got to do is click on the video and it'll be the first thing that plays.
I think it was episode. It was either 3 or 4.
Or 5, or 6.
You're
or
making it
7,
easy.
Or 8.
I mean, I
I mean,
don't
it
know.
might have been episode 9.
It could be this. It could be in the future. Who knows?
So is that what we're going with? The only thing
I
that
don't
sucks about that is because like I'm assuming that like some of our listeners will have no idea who that is. Because like I ask people all the time like, "Hey, do you know so and so?" And they're like, "No." And I'm like, "None of you guys don't know." And like
See-
I almost said a name
Yeah.
that would have given it away real
Right.
quick because you could have googled it. But when I ask
Yeah.
about it, they're like, "No, I have no idea
See,
who that is."
I showed Sarah that, and she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You don't know who that is?" And she's like, "No." And then I told her in a way she would know. She's like, "That's who that is?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's
Well,
like, "Oh fuck."
Well, sometimes I even tell people like, I'm like, "Yo, he did this and this," and they're
Right.
like,
Yeah. I don't
"No, I don't know who that is."
Right.
I'm like, "Really?"
How
like,
do you
I-
not know
I guess
this
you-
and this?
I
Come
guess you had to
on.
be a loser in fucking
Oh, yeah,
middle
like-
school to know who this guy was.
Right.
So if you were a loser in middle school, you can guess who this was.
I mean, maybe that's something for something smaller. We still want to know if you guys
Yeah.
can guess that.
You can win this pyramid.
You can win a pyramid. We'll
Yeah.
even hot glue it together or something.
I don't have a hot glue gun.
Well,
Do you?
we'll have to use our
Me neither.
spit.
So we'll have to use cold glue. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Elmer's glue.
I don't have that.
I smell
I got
all
that sniffing glue.
Yeah, I smell a lot of glue. Like, that's my thing.
Well,
I haven't. I've never done that. Like, I've never huffed, like, glue or
Right.
paint or
Paint,
anything.
yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's not my thing. Like,
It's like
I'm cool on that.
I'm just gonna inhale these fucking strong ass chemicals.
But
That'll make me fuck
We
up.
do have a watcher, somebody who watches our videos,
Yeah.
who is an adamant watcher, subscribed to all our stuff, who is awfully convincing with the, hey, do LSD while you're doing the podcast.
yeah.
I probably won't do that.
Right.
I
Like, I thought about it.
nicotine
for sure.
and alcohol is like my biggest drug.
I thought about it for sure. Like,
like
Yeah.
but then I was
I
like,
don't want to
yo,
fuck with that.
like Steven and Jake would probably just be like, what the fuck is going on? 'Cause, I mean,
You
keeps,
would not
like,
get you
batting
wouldn't
at
you
stuff
wouldn't
that's
get
not
quality sound.
oh, I'll get fucking the best quality sound.
LSD.
Thanks for subscribing.
Maybe that'll be on an alternate channel where I try
Yeah.
to have conversations with the fans while doing LSD.
Right. So check out our next live stream where Anthony's on LSD.
LSD. That sounded pretty cool.
Laminated
Sure.
soda demons.
Oh,
There you
man.
go.
Laminated paper.
What?
What is that from?
I don't know. From the library, maybe.
No, you don't know what that's from.
I don't.
I know what that's from.
Yeah.
It's from my first YouTube video.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now that you say that, it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that is from.
Don't try to bullshit.
Laminated
I watched
paper.
that shit.
Yeah, he
I
watched that shit.
I'm
R.I.P.
sorry.
Rest in peace to my blue friend. That's actually the first song I'm writing
Yeah.
for the album that Sterling, if you're watching this, I am writing it and it's coming soon. But like the
I
first
do
song that I'm
drums on
writing,
it?
yes, absolutely. First
Don't
of
lie
all,
to me.
it's gonna be really weird because I got to sing lyrics to nothing.
Yeah.
I'll
right
do
now.
it with you.
So like I
I
don't,
will hold your hand.
I don't even know what the melody is gonna sound like in my head. But I'm
Doesn't
writing a
matter.
song. It's called My Blue Friend. If you like, the people who have seen the first video know what that's about. You know.
Yeah.
But it's about him. So it's coming out soon, ish.
Yeah.
In the next year or
We'll
7.
figure it out.
We'll try.
But like that's the thing is I don't know how to write a song. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what the steps are. I don't know like because normally like when I freestyle rap I already have
Yeah.
a beat in
Right.
front of me.
And then you're
so
just
like
going.
I don't know because I'm supposed to make these lyrics to something. I don't even have a melody in my head. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Like my brain doesn't work that way. So I'm trying to write these lyrics to something I think would sound like something, and then I
Yeah.
gotta pass that off to two people who don't know what's inside my head and say, "Hey, make something that I think is supposed to go with this."
Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't matter. Like obviously, like you guys are like legit at what you guys do and can play instruments. Like I can strum a guitar half a time or
Yeah.
two. Like I think I've talked about it on the podcast. I'm good enough to sound really good around people who don't know how to play guitar.
Right.
That's all you need.
And that's it. Like the second somebody comes in and like they can play Stairway to Heaven, I'm out. Like,
Right.
I mean, I've had that conversation with Sarah. I'm like, she likes drums. I'm like, go fuck around on them. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like,
Hey, all you
you
have
think
Who
I do?
even knows?
boots
I'm like,
and
I don't
cats,
know.
man. Boots and cats.
I'm like,
Right.
just
That's
just
it.
fuck around.
Yeah.
Do what
So
feels
lyrics
right.
to my album coming out. I don't even know if I talked to you. I might have talked to my fans about this. Like
You guys might know.
you guys might know. I'm making an album and it's gonna be fucking terrible. You guys should listen to it and stuff. I was gonna say buy it, but it's gonna be free.
Right.
Like it's gonna
I
be
mean,
a free
you can
album.
put it on Bandcamp. They can give you money if they want.
Right.
Yeah, one time at Bandcamp.
Yeah. Like I showed some one of my old friends like a freestyle rap that I recorded, and he's like, "Why don't you just do that? Why don't you just dedicate your time and just?"
You can be the
rap?"
next.
I'm like, I don't know.
You can be the next secret
Oh
dude
yeah.
talking
I
shit
mean-
about a podcast.
I don't know that much about. I don't know that much about that stuff to rap about it. I'm not that big of a geek.
And I mean,
Could be though.
just get
Yeah.
real into pop culture real quick.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll just write songs about like the depressing ass shows that I watch and like
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a solid. I just like I have a lot of like that's the thing is like most of my songs that I'm writing are all about like the very depressing shit that I've gone through in life.
Yeah.
Like
Like a real MC.
yeah, like super solid. But like my music is all over the place, which is cool because I have people that can play the music to like all the genres that I'm thinking
Right.
about.
See, that's what I like. I like the versatility in like you don't get very many artists that like
Yeah, my album's gonna be
Well,
all over the place.
change
Yeah.
the style like
Yeah.
in an album.
All over the place. Like it's
I
gonna
like
be,
that.
and that's because it's like
Right.
what's going on in my head. Like exactly how you hear the album is everything that's going in like when you're like, wow, this is weird as fuck because it goes all over the place.
Yeah.
Then you'll know exactly what it's like to be inside my head
And
at all times.
For people like me, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I
want to make
I listen to artists, and, every song, similar style.
Yeah.
But
right.
when
Then
there's
you lose track of what
various
songs you're
artists,
listening to.
like artists that do that different, like, oh, well, this sounds kind of poppy, and then all of a sudden, holy shit, that's like black metal.
Yeah. Like,
That-
oh man,
that's
that's
awesome.
depressing. Oh,
Right.
that's super fun and poppy, and that's I wanna hang myself now. Thanks for that.
I'm definitely down to
Yeah.
try to do drums for that. Like,
Well, it's cool because I don't think you can do drums wrong for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you heard my drumming?
I mean,
Yeah,
as
but like
long as-
obviously what I'm doing is gonna be not specific. So
Hey,
as long as you're crying while you're playing the drums, you're
I'm
doing
gonna say
it
that's
right.
good enough.
have you ever watched me play the drums? I cry every time.
I mean, I see you. I see you crying. I want to put out.
I see you crying.
He's watched me cry on drums
I just
couple
want
times.
I want to put out an album that's like a cross between Listener. Is that the name of the band? Listener. And,
That's the name of the artist. Yes.
Yeah, and fucking Little Dicky.
Do it.
So like really intense but comedic.
Right.
Yeah,
I
like
mean, I'm down.
myself.
I want to do it in that.
I'll pretend to play drums for that.
Yeah,
I can't sing very well.
Can Little Dicky or Listener
I
do
mean, that's-
lyrics very well?
Why are we all holding
Little-
our microphones right
Little Dicky can do lyrics well.
now? Like I just realized we all had our hands on our microphones.
I feel like I hold the microphone the entire time, almost every time.
My hand was on the microphone because at that point my hand was not on a beer.
So
But
if
now
it's
it
not
is.
on
Those
the
are the
beer,
rules.
it's on the microphone.
I mean, the pyramid at this point is finished.
Yeah, well, it's
But
not
I can-
finished because it can keep going up one side or the other.
Right.
It can. Hence the reason I'm drinking more beer.
Drink more.
You only
beer.
need 5 more beers to make it one level higher.
Yeah, but he
I
also
have-
has to roll a 6 or an 8.
Yahtzee.
I don't have to do any of that shit. I'm the shopkeeper. I'm not part of this.
Welcome, weary traveler.
I don't know.
Can
I
you
feel like during these like podcasts, like Jake and I just like progressively get more and more drunk, and then like Steven's like,
I
"Fuck."
had coffee.
You know.
Drink more.
Well,
Here,
that didn't
I've
work
been
out.
drinking
Here,
coffee.
you want to mix it with beer?
Well, I'm out of. I was gonna say I'm out of coffee, but I never had coffee in the first place.
I didn't even have coffee. I mean, I don't know. I could just slowly get higher.
Yeah, I mean you,
You could.
but then that looks weirder.
Right. And then I cough for half the podcast, and
Yeah.
people are like,
That's not fun.
that dude's coughs way too much.
I get this.
Real
This is
hard.
what I get all the time, and like people have probably said it to you, but they say it to me all the time. They're like, "Hey, that guy you do that podcast with the green
Laughs
hair,
like-
laughs like Seth Rogen."
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, if
yeah.
you think that,
Then fuck you.
Fuck you.
No, if you think that, follow us, subscribe to us.
Tell your
Right.
friends about this guy that laughs like Seth Rogen.
Do you miss the
But I get
Seth
that all
Rogen
the time.
laugh?
Like, people are like, hey, that guy you do the podcast with
Right.
laughs just like Seth Rogen. I'm
Yeah.
like, yep. Yeah, I
Right.
know.
I've had like complete strangers come up to me and like, you know what, dude? I'm like, oh, whoa, what's going on? It's like, you laugh just like Seth Rogen. I'm like, cool, thanks.
How do you know he doesn't laugh like me?
Right. I mean, I don't know. I guess he's more famous than I am right now, but
Yeah, but what you would say is that he stole all your stuff, and that's why he's famous.
I mean, that's the truth.
Don't admit that, like,
Look up the truth once in a while.
Right?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I don't think I laugh like anybody else, like any
Yeah.
famous person.
Well, I mean, part of me is like, well,
I don't research that, so I don't know.
right. I mean, I guess Seth Rogen laughs enough where, you know,
It's
that's part of
distinctive,
his
yeah,
character.
Right.
That's very distinctive. Like,
Yeah.
so people are gonna point that out from the
Right.
beginning. Like, this,
They're like,
the
oh,
first
yeah.
time you laugh, they're like, "Oh,
Seth
sweet."
Rogen laugh? Great.
They put you in a box.
Right.
You're
Yeah,
in a
that guy
box.
smokes weed and laughs like Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Like, we're
That
the same
motherfucker.
guy.
so you have to like, that's who you are now. That's it.
Right.
Just start laughing different, like.
Now that I have green hair, I walk around my apartment going, ha!
Just giggle all the time.
There you go.
Just giggle.
Do a Joker laugh every time.
I don't know how to
Like the painful, like, Joaquin Phoenix Joker laugh.
Of course. What other laugh would you do?
I don't
Which
know.
one?
I can't do a good Mark Hamill.
No, that's difficult.
Now people are gonna start googling it. It's like, who? Wait, who? Which one?
Yeah, as long as it's not a
Joaquin
fucking
Phoenix.
Jared Leto Joker. Whoever
That was-
fucking likes him,
That was the worst Joker.
fucking get a grip.
I liked him.
You like the
More than other people that have played the Joker.
Yeah, I liked him the best.
Really?
No, that's not
I was
true.
about to say,
like, well,
goddamn.
And the Saturday on Sunday podcast is over.
That's officially it.
Shit.
I'm fucking out of here.
I
No.
don't know where my mic.
My favorite was Jack Nicholson. It will
Oh, yeah.
always be Jack Nicholson.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's the best era. Of
But they all
Batman
played
movies.
different. They all played
Jack
different
Nicholson
Jokers.
and Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Best
That's
Batman,
Batman and Joker.
I don't know, dude. We're still coming up with Edward Cullen.
Yeah, but is there a Joker associated with it? 'Cause it better
Probably
not be
Jacob
fucking-
from.
Hey, I'm a Joker.
He's like, yo, I'm the Joker. And he takes his shirt off, and they're like, why are you doing that?
Because I'm a werewolf Joker.
Because I'm turning into a werewolf.
Was he the werewolf? I don't know because the
Well,
only
the other
time-
guy was the vampire, so I'm
Well,
assuming
had to
that
be.
he's the werewolf.
The only time I watched a Twilight movie was with my ex.
Yeah.
She kicked me out because I made fun of the movie too much.
Oh, man.
yeah.
I'm like,
me and
why are
Jen
these
watched the first
vampires
ones and both laughed.
sparkling? And she's like, get out of my house. And I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
me too, dude.
Valid question.
I'm like,
I totally
But it's a
don't like
vampire.
those movies. And ew, gross.
I don't have a fucking Team Jacob tattoo on my butt.
I know you love me. Come on.
Oh, man.
Come on.
Actually, like, whatever. I like the Twilight movies. They're my favorite. So
Your favorite.
I've only seen one and not the whole thing.
those
I
are the
was
only
kicked out
movies
of a
I've ever
house.
seen.
Right.
I've only seen Twilight. That's
Yeah.
it. That's the only movies I've ever watched.
Like, I know what this episode's
all
going
you
to be
need.
called: The Misconceptions of Twan Amato.
Bam. Oh man. Now people are gonna be thinking all kinds of crazy things.
I
about
mean,
me.
you were in a publicity thing about Twilight.
I was.
So, I mean,
Which is terrible.
you like to be like, oh, it was my girlfriend at the time.
It was totally her.
her.
But I was by myself.
I totally
mean,
didn't want to see this on my own.
Yeah, I had a sparkling team fucking Edward shirt on.
Whatever. So I watched the movie 14 times. That doesn't mean I like it.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
But the part where I thought like the whole family got slaughtered in that battle and it ended up just being a premonition of something that could have happened but didn't actually happen was nuts.
Yeah.
It's
I've never
amazing.
seen the movie.
I don't know
Like-
what the fuck you're talking about.
What a twist. M. Night Shyamalan.
Spoiler!
If that's a spoiler now, then get with the times.
I
Get
mean,
real.
what? The last episode we were talking about movies that came out in like the mid 70s. Like, spoiler.
Yeah,
Spoiler
but that,
alert.
like we also talked about, those were movies that people only pretended to watch.
Right.
That's true.
They were like, "Yeah, I love
Everybody
that movie."
watches Twilight. I don't
Yeah,
know.
everybody watches it. Everybody's seen every single movie, every
Right.
bit of it. They've watched it twice, 3 times. They've loved it.
I've got
I'm
the
gonna tell you, I
director's cut.
saw like 45 minutes of the first Twilight, and I was kicked out of my ex's house.
If
So
you-
that's all I've seen of Twilight.
Guys, give me some support here and comment on here that I'm not a fucking weirdo because I watched all the Twilight movies multiple times. Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm feeling attacked.
I'm sorry. That's just my experience with Twilight.
I'm just kidding. People are going to watch this and be like, what the fuck?
That guy's a fucking diehard for fucking
Yeah,
Twilight.
but see, there's going to be a bunch of people that go, man, what a fucking loser. And there's going to be a bunch of people in my DMs like, I totally love that movie.
Right.
They're going to ask you which team you were on.
Yeah, and they're going to say, we should hang out sometime.
Right. Like, you should see my Twilight collection. I have it set up right next to my Nightmare on Christmas collection.
It totally is.
Yeah.
It's the same person. It's the same person, just different generation.
Right.
It's the same person.
Like, I don't trust anybody with a fucking Nightmare Before Christmas tattoo.
Oh, shit. Well, so the Jack Skellington whole scene of the Nightmare Before Christmas scene that I have on my back
Yeah.
probably drives you insane.
Oh, no.
I don't actually have that tattoo. That's not real. I actually only have one tattoo on my back, and it says Big Brother.
Yeah.
I also only have one tattoo on my back, and it's a kidney.
I also have no tattoos on my back.
It's a kidney. What a loser.
Well,
What?
You can kick them
Find
right
out
there.
next
with-
week.
What was that?
kill 'em.
Some kind of ironic tattoo from getting a kidney removed or something?
No, I didn't have it.
It just wasn't there anyway.
It wasn't there at all. It doesn't support me.
I didn't have to
Stupid
get
kidney
it
was
removed.
never there for me in the first place.
Kidney leaving me to be on my own.
It's like I was born and it was just
Like,
never there.
fuck this. You only need one.
Yeah.
See ya.
And it was like, well, don't drink too much alcohol.
I'm like,
Right.
well,
It's
beer,
like,
man.
let me have a beer. It's beer o'clock now.
I remember that shit originally going down.
What?
Like that whole like kidney thing, like getting the tattoo and all that stuff. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Fucking kidneys.
Right.
Fuck those kidneys.
Yeah, but adult knees?
I got 2 of those.
I got 2 of them.
I got 2 adult knees, and they're creaking.
I know. I stand up and after sitting down on the couch for a while, and both my knees and both my ankles crack, and it's just like pop, 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 pop.
Like, you do that thing where you stand up and you're like, nope, and you sit back down for a second, and you're like, all right, now I got this.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just so out of shape that it's like if I stand up and like spin around, I get dizzy.
I
I don't usually stand up and spin around.
Right.
I do all the time. When I stand up, I instantly spin around. I throw my hands
Bellow
up.
shit.
I
Like,
guess that sounded a little bit more.
Steven gets up so flamboyantly.
It's
Like,
just a lot more flamboyant.
he's like,
than-
and I'm up. Picture that every time Steven like stands up from anything, just like
yeah.
spinning around.
woo!
Because I'm fabulous.
That'd be the way to stand up. I guess that'll work.
Like, what I meant was like if I stand up and turn around.
if I turn in any direction,
like I'm not spinning around when I stand up. But if it's like I stand up and make a sharp turn to go somewhere, I get a little lightheaded and dizzy. I'm out of shape.
I just try not to stand up ever.
Yeah.
Just go to the
That's
ground
a pain in the
and
ass.
slug move myself all the way through anything.
Right. I just like to slink my way around life.
Yeah. whatever.
So if you see me slinking down the road, mind your own damn business.
Mind your fucking business.
You goddamn dumb bitch.
That's not nice. Don't say
don't-
that. Apologize.
Hey, if you see me on the side of the road, fucking call somebody. I need help.
If you see me on the side of the road, then none of this worked out and I'm homeless.
So fucking tell your friends to subscribe.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, that's the only logical thing to do from here.
Right.
Subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Tell your sister to subscribe. Tell your sister's friends, cousins, brothers, uncle to subscribe. And then tell your sister to slide into my DMs.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Don't tell her that. I have people that would be very upset if that happened.
It's like, why does your phone keep going off?
I don't know.
Subscribers.
Fucking subscriber DMs.
I wish I would have told everybody to DM me.
Right.
At Twan.A on Instagram.
Right. Or gave out my personal phone number.
360. Wait, I did that. I forgot. I gave out my personal number, which nothing came of that because
Well,
I don't
that's
have
good.
enough people to fucking like. Nobody cares. Nobody
Right.
got that number and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna text them," even to just fuck with me.
Right.
They just didn't care.
They will eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually people will care.
Well, that didn't look very good.
No, I
Hey.
think that turned off.
I don't know what happened there, but that turned off.
Well,
Well,
thanks
stop it.
everybody for watching, subscribing, telling your friends, telling your family, telling your friends' family, and your family's friends. I'm Steven.
And I'm Twan.
And I guess I'm Jake.
Peace.
Peace. Peace.
It's a Saturday on Sunday.